Okay, YouTube. I got the daggum tank mounted. Uh, I had a fitting it, like a elbow to go in the tank, and God knows it didn't want to go up in there without clearance in the floor. So I had to get in there with a hammer and hammer the floor up about 2 inches in order for the tank not to rest on the fitting that went in the tank. But as I said before, tank's mounted. That's the feed. That's the return. That's the vent. Then I got 2 pumps. This tank is factory, so it's got the ground, it's got the fuel level hand, and it fits in perfect. I don't like fuel cells in the trunk. That's less of a street car to me. I may go to that level one day. I plan for this car to run some good numbers, but at the same time, I want to make it as close to street as possible. So I'm gonna tuck these up and out of the way some kind of way. Figure that out because the exhaust pipe's got to come through here. So I may move these lines. I left enough slack to move them. But yeah, I don't have the headers tightened down or none of that stuff. But yeah, tank's in. Fuel system's pretty much done. Only thing I got to do now is put a fitting on the end of the return line. Hold on a second. The fuel line itself has a that PTF line, and I don't think I have a straight 6 fitting for it. I'm finna look here in a minute, but I'm trying to hide everything as much as I can under the engine bay, and I'll probably take everything apart and paint it again and all this good stuff. So this is the mock-up stage. So here's a return line. It reaches up there fine. I got it under the intake. And so that's going to be the gist of it. I'm going to get a little bit narrow radiator and mark up the exhaust, which I have some pre-bent pipes in there that I'm going to use to run the exhaust as far back as I can. And then I may take it to a muffler shop and let them do the 3.5 across the rear end and be done with it. They're going to charge the same price if they hook right here as they do to run them all the way out the back of the car. So I just got to determine what mufflers I want to get. My Trans Am runs way too quiet. It's got MagnaFlows on it. So on this car, I wanted to have a little growl to it. So I may just go with a straight pipe, something like a glass pack or straight through design. Something where it could just muffle it down because the turbos itself act as some mufflers. And then I wanted to make a little more noise, but I definitely got to have 3 inch all the way out the back. So that's it. Fuel tank is in. Fuel lines are ran, all but one fitting. And that'll be it. So thanks for checking in.